evening and welcome to Options Center. It is Monday, 8/21/23. Welcome everybody. We are going to go through SPY, the ETF for the S&P 500. We're going to go through this on multiple time frames, and we switched over to SPY because so many people trade SPY. I'm afraid that I'm losing some beginners. I'm trying to teach on SPX and ES. We will use those perhaps in the future, no pun intended, but SPY seems to be the thing that everybody trades, so we want to use this right now. Okay, so not a whole lot of stuff on this chart, but we're going to go through SPY on multiple time frames, and then we'll check out QQQ. Just glad to be home. Family just got back from New Orleans, and we're recording this in Michigan, so it's nice to have checked out that beautiful city. And anyway, don't forget to like these videos and check out the description if you want to support this work, if it helps you out in any way. So SPY on the monthly time frame, we're looking at, you see this rising pivot here. We're right near it. It kind of lines up with that 8 EMA. We're not quite to it, but what we're looking at on this monthly time frame candle wise is, if I zoom in here, we're looking for an evening star reversal pattern. So you have this nice Maribozu breakout candle. That's a green candle with some sort of hammer type candle up top here, and we're getting a reversal from it, and it should look something like this candle here. It doesn't have to extend the full way. That would be our evening star reversal pattern. And on the monthly time frame, we still have quite a few days left, so anything could happen. I do suspect we're getting a bounce. If we do step a little bit lower, we will re-enter trades, but I did switch over to the upside, dip my toe in the waters, and it's not confirmed that the low is in, but I think the tech sector was kind of giving us a clue, so I'll show you why on lower time frames. Okay, so with that said, let's go over to put on some of these momentum indicators. We're getting that bullish crossover on the monthly time frame, so we have to watch out for this to continue. Remember, we have this big bull. I'll pin it up top. We have our big bull video saying that this possibly is an ending diagonal, and we continue to the upside. And this would indicate that there hasn't been negated or anything. We also have an uptrend on the RSI, got overbought, are pulling back now, but we're getting an early sell signal here. It's not a confirmed sell signal until we get past this 80 mark, this line here, on a slow stow. So that's what we're looking at there. Let's go over to the weekly time frame, so we can see if we have anything else to offer on the weekly time frame. Yes. All right, check this out. With this said, we had 3 weeks in a row to the downside. We came almost to the 20-week moving average. Now we're back testing the 8 EMA. The 8 EMA will suggest, you see how on the upside, it was a trend indicator, right? So we're underneath it, and we're looking for it to be that trend indicator on the downside as well. So we're in the early stages, but with our momentum indicator, the MACD, we had our MACD crossover last week. We're starting to get that histogram red here, crossing over, bearish cross. We had an RSI sell signal with bearish divergence on the slow stow, and we're breaking the trend line here. So this tells me we have in the weekly time frame, we have some downside to go for quite some time. All right, I don't think I updated the weekly time frame for SPY for the Elliott wave. No, so we have what we're basically looking at is this being a possible A wave, this being the B wave, and we're looking for the C wave lower, or this is a 1, 2, and we're looking for much lower. Okay, those are two bearish scenarios. We talked about them over the weekend video, so you can check that out. I'll pin that as well. But let's go ahead and move down to the daily time frame. We'll spend just a little bit more time on the daily time frame. We'll start off with our traditional technical analysis, and that's just with the candles here. So you see that we're one large rising wedge. Well, we broke down from that wedge. We didn't quite hit support, and sometimes price action does that to you. You know, when everybody's looking for that same support area, either price starts to reverse early, or it dips into that place everybody's looking for and hits the stops, and everybody thinks it's going to keep going, and then it reverses on you. So either or, and then every once in a while it just hits directly. So, you know, you just never know. So that's why you have to be, you know, very aware of the zones for the reversal. I do think we got our reversal. We have two candles here. We're still trending down on the 8 EMA here, but I think we're looking for a back test, and I think that's what we need to look for our retracements. If we do get one more low going into tomorrow, the turnaround Tuesday typical, if we do get one more low, that's fine. You know, we'll stop out on our trades and we'll go long from this point here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put on some of these indicators and let's see what's happening. And so here are a couple clues. You know, the momentum's to the downside, so our trend is down. That continues to be the case. We didn't quite get, I mean, you can kind of say, okay, so our low here on the RSI is right here, and we got a slight higher high. We had such a slight positive divergence right here, okay? So that's something to look at, to where it was just so minuscule. But we have to keep that in mind, that we probably got that reversal. We had a very slight positive divergence, and we're looking at breaking this downtrend now. And breaking this downtrend would say, hey, we got our strength indicator, our RSI, saying that we're going to bounce. All right, we're probably not going to make it to way overbought territories, but it's possible. Now, on the slow the RSI stochastic, we have a buy signal. That's a buy signal right there. And so that's another clue to say that that we're started to bounce for a counter trend. On the slow stow, not quite there, but tomorrow we're kind of anticipating that that should be crossing over tomorrow. All right, we have our McClellan oscillator. All right, way in over sold territory. We have bullish divergence on the oscillator. So that's another clue. Summation. We were kind of in an uptrend. We got to that uptrend point and we're bouncing off of it. So we can leave it at that. Anything to say here? Not quite. We're not down to the Bollinger Band. Notice, though, later on when we start to go lower, we have this uptrend line going along with our exponential 200 moving average, and that's also the middle line for this Bollinger Band. So we'll keep an eye on that as time goes by. And then we want to just go ahead and check out the Elliott wave count on the daily time frame. And what we're kind of looking at here, let's go back to just the MAs. All right, so we're looking at this count as the one being in. Now it's possible it's not confirmed. I'll show you on the 65-minute. We're right at resistance here, the old 23.6, and it's also the bow and arrow support resistance right here where we have a volume node. So that's possible that we reverse from here and get our last move to the downside. Okay, that's the risk. But there's some clues that says it's over as well. All right, so what we're looking for now is if this is in, we have our retracement. If this is not in and we go lower into the 100 moving average where everybody's looking for anyway, in this 382, then we'll adjust this again. But for now, the low seems to be in, and we'll be looking forward to a 50-60% retracement into this zone here, and even possible that we go all the way to the 786. But what we're really looking for is this 20 simple moving average getting into there, possibly just breaking above and not holding, heading back down. Okay, so that would be that situation. This would be wave 1 in, looking for the counter trend, wave 2, and then we have some dates out here that should coincide with what we're looking for on this counter trend as well. Friday being one of the dates that comes up a couple different times. So from high to low to low to low to high, we have a couple different time suggestions that 8/28, which is Friday, should be in. Okay. All right. So time and price is coming together, and now we should just go ahead and go to the 65. And so since we're on the 65-minute time frame and we're looking at the L8 wave, we'll stick to the L8 wave and we'll go back to traditional. And like I said, we were looking for possibly making it down here, the 1618, and a lot of confluence down there. It's still possible. You'll see that we only have a 3-wave move right now. This is possibly a 3-wave move before continuing lower. This is a wave 4, so we could waste time. This could be a 3-wave move here, 3-wave move here, 5-wave move up in order to complete a wave 4. So wave 4s are tricky, time consuming, and that's where most people lose out on their money. So we try to smooth it out with time. And I trade options. I'm option center. I trade options. So I like to give a couple weeks on my trades and say, hey, even if we're coming down here, we're looking to move higher no matter what. But I think the fact that if we do come back down here, then I have to put the fact that this might not be the total low either. This might be a wave 3 low, another wave 4 bounce, and then continue lower. So we have to take the information that's given to us. We're going to trade as if this is a low in place. And the reason is because of tech. And I'll show you that when we're finished with SPY. That's our clue that this move is over to the downside for now. Now we have the retracements on here properly. So we're looking at coming up to this 200 period moving average that would take us right up to that 618 retracement. That'd be a perfect spot to start going. We'll probably start scaling into our shorts at 446, depending on the power of the trade. Now, it just so happens that, and I'll just click over here real quick. It just so happens that Powell's speaking on Friday. That's the 25th coming up here. The 28th is Monday, I believe. The 28th is where we have some time things, situations coming in. Let me look here. Yeah, that's Monday. So, we just have to keep all of this in mind. Powell's talking on Friday. That could be a catalyst. If we just so happen to retrace all of our move into this 50-60% retracement by Friday, I think that's a huge catalyst that's going to say timber to the downside, because this next move to the downside is going to be very impulsive, a very big move, probably right into this 50%, if not lower, just for the wave 3. And it might be this 50% down here at the 403 area. That's 50% of this move that we had up. Okay. Now getting into this time frame. So what we have here, if the low is in, is a 3-wave move down. This is a leading diagonal. You can look that up. Take the time. It's all 3 waves. It's 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves, 5 of them in a row. So we have 3 down, 3 up. For 2, we have a 3-wave move here. There's wave A, B, and then an ending diagonal for C. Okay, 3-wave move up for 4, and a expanding 3-wave move down to wave 5. And that would end that move. And then we have a possible leading diagonal into 1, and we're looking for a zigzag. It's very typical to have a zigzag as a wave 2. Now it can be, it's possible we have a flat pattern. It happens, but most popular, it's probable that we'll have an A